This video is sponsored by Aura. Donald Trump. He's the orange man with little baby hands. You know, the man who says you're fired on the TV show.
You're fired. You're fired. You're fired. You're fired.
You must know. What's that? Yes, the American bloke who's mates with Nigel Farage, Brexit man with the teeth like a fence around a haunted house.
This is the single most resilient and bravest person I have ever met in my life.
Well, it turns out that Trump is in a bit of a sticky situation. A snafu, if you will. He's recently pled not guilty to a 37-count indictment, and today I'm going to explain in simple terms what in the ever-loving shit is going on. Trump, as you're probably well aware, served as the 45th Presidente of the United States. This video really isn't about his tenure, but if I may give my opinion, I'd say he certainly wasn't the Michael Jordan of presidenting. Truth is, his approval rating never exceeded 50% at any point, and even dipped as low as 28%. The consensus has largely been that Trump's presidency was a period in which lying, enabling conspiracy theories, and dog-whistling racism was not only admitted, but actively encouraged. Once his tenure came to an end, Joe Biden took over office, and Trump was super-duper upset about it. See, Biden didn't win because he simply received the highest number of votes for any presidential candidate in American history. He won because of the secret cabal of far-left child-murdering Satanists that want to overthrow the people's champ, Donald Trump. According to him and his supporters, he is the first honest man to grace the Oval Office since Abe Lincoln. He was going to drain the swamp, I tell you, and Sleepy Joe and Crooked Hillary and Wonky Pete, not sure about that last one, stole his victory by rigging the goddamned votes. Indeed, you might remember him mentioning during his presidential campaign just once or twice Hillary Clinton's emails. It was this big, huge deal during his campaign that Hillary used a private email server to send official emails, rather than using a federal server. This is, obviously, something bad and obviously should be condemned by all parties. Trump, of course, was incensed and repeatedly stated that we should lock her up. Lock her up as in put her in prison for potentially exposing official government secrets to those that don't have proper security clearance. Well, you never guess what. Donald only gone and showed classified documents and their contents to every Tom, Dick and Harry that bothered their arse to speak to him. On Tuesday the 13th of July, Trump pleaded not guilty to more than 36 federal charges, which included the willful retention of classified information and obstruction of justice. In English, this means that Trump took a bunch of classified documents when he left the White House and stored them in very, very not classified spaces, like the Mar-a-Lago hotel, where he lived with several hundred other civilians and workers. He was asked to return them, and so he returned 197 classified documents. The National Archives and Records Administration knew that this wasn't all of the missing documents, and asked him again to return them. He refused. Then he was sent a court order to return the remaining documents. This time he returned a further 38 classified documents and topped it off by having his lawyer sign an official document saying, "Trust me, bro, that's everything, I promise." This, however, was not true, and he still held classified documents. After catching a particularly strong whiff of bullshit in the air, a court authorized a search warrant for the Mar-a-Lago hotel, and the FBI found a further 102 classified documents on the premises. The documents were seized, and Donald J. Trump found himself in a spot of bother. Now, while we're on the subject of private information getting into the wrong hands, have you ever noticed how much of your personal information is publicly listed for anybody to use and abuse? The truth is, data brokers make an absolute killing by selling your info to robocallers, spammers, and others who want to learn more about you. Like where you live. It's creepy, isn't it? Well, fear not, because today's sponsor is Aura, and they're here to help. Aura can identify data brokers exposing your information and opt out of them on your behalf, so you can spend time doing more important things like not stealing official government secrets or having normal-sized hands. You can even try Aura free for 2 weeks using the link on screen now. It's super easy to set up and provides you with parental controls, an antivirus, VPN, password management, and more at one affordable price. So, stop letting people exploit your personal information for profit by going to aura.com/geezer and starting your free trial. The link is in the description. So, we know that Donald Trump took a bunch of documents out of the White House and to his hotel, but it's also worth bearing in mind that Trump also had a number of classified documents moved to a second location, the Bedminster Club. This indictment references an exchange in which Trump showed classified documents to a staffer and literally says, quote, "This is secret information. Look at this." I also find it hilarious that not only did he not protect these documents, he actually stored them on a ballroom stage in one of the most famous hotels in the continental US. Not exactly inconspicuous, is it? Another issue that's really going to bite Donnie on the dick is that he tried to conceal classified documents from being obtained via the subpoena we talked about earlier. The indictment states that on May 22nd, 2022, one of Trump's workers, removed a box of documents from a storage room in the Mar-a-Lago. The following day, Trump met with 2 of his lawyers, one of which recalled him saying things like, "I don't want anybody looking. I don't want anybody looking through my boxes. I really don't. I don't want you looking through my boxes." And, well, what happens if we just don't respond at all or don't play ball with them? And let's not forget the evergreen, wouldn't it be better if we just told them we don't have anything here? Yes, because that's worked stunningly well for you so far. To summarize, Donald J. Trump lied about having classified documents. Once he was asked to return them, he refused to do so. Once he was ordered by a court to return them, he not only refused, but had his employee move boxes to a different location to avoid being discovered. Then, when his home was raided and the remaining documents were seized, he had the fucking balls to post a video online telling his supporters, that this was a dark day for America. So let's take a look at what Trump's opinions on handling classified documents has been thus far. In 2016, Trump said at a rally that nobody will be above the law regarding the protection of classified information. In July that same year, Trump said that crooked Hillary Clinton and her team were extremely careless in their handling of very sensitive, highly classified information. In September of 2016, he said, "One of the first things we must do is enforce all classification rules and to enforce all laws relating to the handling of classified information." Now, this might, in fact, be the greatest example of a corrupt government official being hoisted by their own petard. The evidence already shows that Trump was not only grossly negligent by actually sharing classified secrets with anybody and everybody he wanted. Footage has since emerged of Kid Rock claiming that he was shown classified maps of North Korea in 2017, with Trump repeatedly asking him what we should do with North Korea. Kid fucking Rock. Now, this situation also serves as a barometer for understanding if somebody is a serious and honest interlocutor when it comes to politics. If you condemn Hillary Clinton for her email scandal, which you should do at least to some extent, you cannot in good faith defend Donald Trump, because not only was his mishandling of confidential documents infinitely more egregious, but because there is strong information to show that he did so knowingly. He explicitly stated several times that he knew that the documents were classified and that he could have declassified them when he was president, but didn't. People like Tucker Carlson, who are defending Trump throughout all of this and claiming that this is ideological oppression because he's anti-war, just goes to show that they're no better a judge of human beings than they are a specimen of one. Thank you all for watching, and a big shout out to my patrons: Marie, Logan Jaresh, Jeffrey Anderson, Fluffy the Demon, Destroyer of Worlds, nice, Alex Davies, Nicholas Ellis Brown, Craig Hall, Simon Watton, Matthew Gray, Lord Kitty Cat, Rory McElhone, and Alexis Geddes. You guys are awesome. If you'd like to support, you can do so from just £1 a month. The link is in the description. In the meantime, please like, subscribe, and all of that bollocks, and I'll see you in the next one. Love you. Bye-bye.